I was gonna try and tap on and see if it was on.
Check, check, check. All right, guys, real quick, just a general reminder. Let's go ahead and get our cell phones on silent. Let's make sure, kids, we got our cell phones put off and silent, please. Guys, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight on this wonderful occasion where we come together and celebrate our athletes. They've been through so much this year and worked so hard, starting over the summer. There's not many people doing it like this organization here, and so it's important that we recognize them and all involved, and please give them the respect that they deserve, the coaches, and let's try our best to stay throughout the duration of the program. We promise we won't be long-winded. It's been discussed, and so please help us with that. First and foremost, we'd like to thank our Board of Education for all that they do for us, these wonderful facilities. We very rarely get told no, and that's not lost on me or these coaches, and we're very thankful for our board and our wonderful superintendent. Thank you so much for our administration at all of our schools, specifically tonight, the middle school always goes above and beyond. We're so thankful for Ms. Denny, Coach Stradlin, and all that they do for us and the support that they provide. Our coaches, our schools, and our wonderful athletes, we're very, very thankful for them. Thank you so much to our coaches. Our coaches do so much. They sacrifice so much of their time, of their money, and we're so thankful for their efforts. Again, I've said it before, there's very few people, very few organizations that are doing it like we are here. And if you're able to see it like I am from kind of a bird's eye view, where we start to where we finish, that is very apparent that they're working so hard, and I am grateful. I'd like to thank our front office staff at all of our schools. I speak from experience. They take a lot. If it's missing cheer shoes, or somebody forgot a jersey, or we got the wrong shirt for practice, they're always there for us. And we appreciate them filling in the gap for us. They allow us to leave early, and they get us wherever we need to go, and they get us whatever that we want. So we're very, very thankful for them. Thank you so much to Coach Mixon and the GPAC staff. This is as first class of a venue as any place in the state, and I've been about everywhere. And I thank them for the expertise that they provide, and the cleanliness, and just a first class environment tonight. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much to Miss Kate and all of her efforts for tonight. She is the keys to the bus on this, and I'm grateful for her. Student athletes, thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for your sacrifice, your dedication, the class, and what you offer. I appreciate you. Last but not least, thank you, parents. Thank you so much for letting us learn through adversity. We know the middle school age is a tough time, and we know we make mistakes everywhere we go, but we thank you so much for your grace, and we thank you so much for your support. With that being said, we're going to roll into the awards part of our ceremony. I would like to invite cross-country coach, Michaela Doris up. Thank you so much.
So Coach Johnson wasn't able to be here tonight, so I'm here to give out his awards and read a little about what he wanted to say about the guys. Speaking for myself, a lot of these kids I have taught in the past. I have coached, been at the middle school the last 2 years, and a lot of them did come to the high school over the summer for our workouts. So this is an outstanding group of kids. They come ready to work every day. So I always enjoy being around them and getting to see them, especially after they leave us at the elementary school. So for the 2025 cross-country team, Emily Corley, you'll just come up and get your certificate. Summer Murray. Gracelyn West. Tierra Bonner. Casey Holloway. Kinley Oliver. Addie Allison. Sophia Bailey. Charlie Holloway. Camilla Montez de Oca. And Lane Barnes. Alright, so the first award of the Rookie of the Year. She had outstanding improvement all season. She made a positive impact during the season. She had an immediate contribution to this team's success. So the Rookie of the Year is Gracelyn West. Her Hustle Award, she always puts in effort, goes above and beyond during practice and in the meets when it matters. She's hustled through several injuries throughout the season. Your Hustle Award is Casey Holloway. For the Most Improved Award, she showed great progress and consistency throughout the season, improving her time in many of the meets. The Most Improved, Tierra Bonner. We have 2 Fast Feet Awards for the boy. He served as the team's sole boy runner who represented the boys division with confidence. He continually had time improvements throughout the season. Lane Barnes. And for our girl, she was the consistent fastest on the girls' team. She contributed to the team with her speed and the speedy time improvements. all season long, Camila Montesio. And then for the Brave Award, she embodies courage, resilience, and strong work ethic in everything she does. She comes ready to work every day with a positive attitude. Addie Allison. And then the Extra Mile Award, she's always run more. She's always asking how to get better. She shows relentless work ethic and perseverance in the meets and at practice. Your Extra Mile Award, Kinley Oliver. Up next is volleyball.
We're here to present the volleyball awards. To begin with, Coach Shack was unable to be here due to other coaching obligations, so Coach Callie and I are here to present the volleyball awards this evening. But first, we want to say how proud we are of this group of young ladies. This season was truly something special. We may have come up a little short in the end, but what we accomplished together goes far beyond the scoreboard. These girls played with heart, grit, and determination every single game. They pushed through challenges, lifted each other up, and showed what it means to be a true team. Watching them grow, not just as players, but as teammates and young women, have been an incredible experience. To the parents, thank you for your constant support, for the rides, the cheers, the pregame meals, keeping the score sheets, line judging, and most of all, for trusting us with your daughters. Coaching them has been an honor, and we are so grateful to have been a small part of their journey. To our players, thank you for letting us be your coaches. You made this season unforgettable. Keep playing with the same heart and fire on and off the court. We are so proud of each and every one of you. Thank you from Coach Shack, myself, and Coach Callie. We're going to go ahead and present the awards to the volleyball players. So I'll call your name. Please come and get your award. Kennedy Henderson. Paisley Thompson. Libby Barrington. Taylor Jenkins. Abby Daniel. Isaiah Earl. Rylan Downey. Stormy Cooper. Charlie Holloway. Macy Matthews. She's not here. Bailey Putnam. Becca McCullough. Avery Key. London Bohannon. Sadie Wilson. Sky Kendall. Brooklyn Ganger. Riley Phillips. Macy Gentry Hasty. Aubrey Matthews. Peyton Dumas. Avery Huey. Kennedy Emery. Kennedy not only played for the B team, but she also played for the A team as well. Abby Hawkins. Coach Callie's going to present some individual awards to the A team.
Me and Coach Shack shared coaching A team, and I couldn't think of anyone better to coach with A and B team. So our first award is going to be Best Server. Coaching her this year has been a true joy. She consistently showed up and delivered with precision and leadership as our best server. The dedication and focus she showed made a real impact on not only herself but also her teammates. And I couldn't be prouder of her. And the Best Server Award goes to Macy Matthews. Second A-Team award is Most Improved. She is really a joy to coach, one of the funniest people I know, really. It's been a joy to watch her show up and ready to practice every day, wanting to get better, wanting to learn, not only pushing herself but also her team. And the amount of improvement has been so significant, even from the first practice of the season. And I can't wait to watch her improve more. And that goes to Ryland Down. The next award is the Hustle Award. This really speaks for itself. It's a kid that always shows up to practice ready to hustle no matter what kind of day she was having. She was always going to pick herself and her teammates up just to push them to be the best versions of themselves. And yeah, she showed up to be better and hustle every day and not give up through anything her or her teammates went through. And that Hustle Award is Baisley Thompson. Next is our Brave Award. This kid never gave up with anything she ever did. She was constantly showing determination and persistence, and that's a big part of what this is all about. No matter if it was practice or a game, she always has shown up and been a great representation of who we are as Braves, and I couldn't be prouder of her. Isaiah Irwin. And the last award for A-Team is the Heart Award. This is a new award this year, but I feel like it's an award that is really meaningful to not only us but the kids. She is one of the kids that you always hope is on your team. Always selfless, putting others first, and never making it about herself. You could always count on her to be cheering on her teammates, whether she was playing her best game or her worst. And that says so much about her and the heart she truly has. I'm so proud of you, Taylor Jenkins. And that's all for 18 awards.
Okay, so I'm here to present the individual awards for the B team girls. Okay, so the Best Server Award this year goes to a girl that's her first year playing middle school and playing volleyball. We could always depend on her to get the points stacked up on the board when we were in a crunch, and was very accurate in all of her serves. Always asking questions on what she needed to do to show improvement, and very respectful. The Best Server Award goes to Avery Key. Okay, the Most Improved Award this year goes to a girl. This is her first year of middle school playing volleyball. In practice and in game time, she always gave 100% in all that she did. We watched her grow and character from being very timid at times to getting involved and always doing what coaches asked her to do. Her abilities by the end of the season with bumping and serving have vastly improved. She always kept a positive attitude when cheering her teammates on the sidelines. The most improved award this year goes to London Bohannon. A student, it's her first year playing volleyball as well. She was a go-getter from day one. Without her hustle on the court, our plays would not have been as successful. She not only was a setter for the B team, she also set for the A team when needed. She has such a great attitude, always smiling, and very fun to coach. The Hustle Award this year goes to Kennedy Emery. Brave Award this year goes to a player who always came to practice with a willingness to learn and showed improvement as she grew throughout this year. During games, when times were tough and her team needed her, she would do what she needed, whether it be placing those serves right over the net or taking her approach and getting that ball returned. We also watched her assist her teammates on the court to where they needed to be standing if needed. This year's Brave Award goes to Aubrey Matthews. Our last award for the evening, again, is the Heart Award. That's our newest award that we've added to our program this year for us. This player gave 100% on the court and in practice, a team leader in practice and in games, always positive and encouraging to others, kept a smile on her face no matter what. I've watched her grow the last 2 years into a great leader and a great player in whatever position that she was placed into playing. This year's Heart Award goes to Abby Hawkins. Thank you.
Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to several people that helped us out this year. Thank you to Ms. Cave. She helps us so much behind the scenes. Just would never know. Doug and Stacy Walker help us out with concession stands. Mr. Fitzsimmons, our AD, does a lot for us. Coach Lasker supports the middle school football program. Stacy Holden provided pregame meals for every single B team game this year. We really, really appreciated that. The administration at Hurd Middle School, Miss Denny and Coach Spradlin have just made our lives so much easier, just helping us out. Our superintendent, Mr. Roberts, and our board of education are awesome, and we're really thankful to have leadership that provides a peer with everything they need to be successful. One of the things that they do for us is we're able to have a really, really good coaching staff. Guys like Tim Ward, Jonathan Hunt, Matt Smith, Sammy Marsh, Justin McCullough, Drew Cornelius, Warren Coleman, Tony Heath, Joe Jones, Jimmy Haynes, and Zach Gannon. We appreciate those guys. Parents, we really, really appreciate y'all. Football is a huge commitment. We ask a lot of these kids. The season is really, really long. We ask them to come up here constantly in the summer. We know that you bring them to and from workouts. We appreciate that. This season was really, really fun, really, really rewarding. We had both great A team and B team seasons. Our B team went 4-1. Our A team went 6-2. We won the small school championship. And they persevered through a lot of ups and downs. I was telling somebody, I don't think we played one game this year where we didn't have an injury or somebody out or something like that. And they never made excuses. They just kept finding ways. Other guys stepped up and made plays. Okay. Before we do the certificates, the awards, we have almost 70 kids. If there's some kind of mistake, because it could happen, I apologize in advance if we're misspelled something or something like that. Come see us afterwards, and I promise we'll make it right. Okay?
When I call your name, please step forward to receive your participation award. We'll start with our sixth graders. Aubrey Adams, Jackson Anderson, Judson Brandenburg, Will Coleman. Carter Hardiman, Justice Harmon. Xander Hostler. River Holden. Liam Howard. Jace Janet. Wesley Johnson. Tristan Lashley. Harper Long. Liam Mangum. Braylon McClendon. Carter Moon. Waylon Satterwhite. Unington Shelnut. Troy Shelnut. Jackson Sines. Cohen Smith. Kamari Strickland. Braden Thompson Christian. And Elijah Thompson.
For our seventh graders, Daniel Baldwin, Connor Buchanan, Noah Burke, LJ Eccles, Jacoby Fowler, Isaiah Gilbert, Jason Head, Toby Johnson, Brantley Jones, Hank Lane, Jace Langley, Braden Massey, Trinity Miller, Nate Neely, Mason Orr, Braden Philpott, Hudson Powers, Bryson Shelnut, Noah Shepard, Henry Stone, Kendrick Thomaston, Tate Tyler, Trinity Wall, Gabe Zell. That's our seventh grade. All right, for our eighth graders, Cash Armistead, Pike Barnes, Logan Blacewell, Michael Cowett, Tucker Colby, Gavin Costa, Landon Garrett, Cole Garrett, Peyton Harmon, Andrew Hauser, Bryson Hayward, Zaylen Jackson, Caleb Jennings, Colin Braun, Owen McElroy, J.P. Mixon, Kingston O'Hara, Zachary Tatum, Skylar Thomas, Brett Wall, Wade White, those are our eighth grade football players.
Alright, so I got the honor of presenting the Newcomer of the Year award. Typically, this goes to a guy that's obviously newcomer, brand new to our program. This year, our newcomer, his first year in middle school, made an impact on the A team and the B team. We had a couple injuries on A team, and during the playoff run, this kid really stepped up, and we're really excited for the future for him. The Newcomer of the Year is Braylon.
All right, our next award is the Coach's Award. The Coach's Award is one of the most special awards we give each season because it's not necessarily about stats. It's about a kid who represents what our program is all about. This year's recipient showed a lot of character, leadership, dedication. He's one of the most hardworking kids, very coachable. Every single practice, every single workout, it's like having a coach on the field. He helped line us up on offense. He did that on defense. Just a great all-around kid. Coach's Award is J.P. Mixon.
Tonight I'm presenting the Hustle Award. And the Hustle Award goes to someone who started on basically every team that we had. Started on defense, started on offense, started on all special teams. On defense, ended up playing 2 different positions. Offense played 4 positions. This kid really just plays with a lot of heart. And even at the beginning of the year, before we got started good, there's even question marks. Was he soft or was he tough? Well, I'm going to tell you, this kid is tough. And that kid is Braden Philpott. Braden is not here, and Coach Lane will second on his behalf, but I was going to say that Bray ended up playing cornerback, started there. He also played X and Z, which is receiver. He played on all special teams. He played running back. He even came in and had to play quarterback after we had lost our number one and our number two quarterbacks during Callaway. He also played outside linebacker in the championship game against Haralson County. So there's no question about it. This guy was all over the place, and I appreciate his hustle. Thank you.
All right, I'm here to give the Iron Man Award. So this young man here, Coach Lane, saw him playing dodgeball in 6th or 7th grade, I think, just diving all over the place, just selling out his body, just not caring about anything going on. And we said, we got to get him on the football field and see what he can do. He made plays everywhere he went. He ended up being a linebacker over in my group. If we had a special teams MVP, it would be him. He flew around, made 22 tackles this year, but he had 3 fumble recoveries, which is the most on the team. 2 of those were on kickoff, where he actually caused the fumble and recovered it at the same time. So the Iron Man of the Year award is Mr. Landon Garrett.
All right, our next award is the Offensive Lineman of the Year. This year's offensive line was really, really good. We had several guys that could have been recognized for this award, and when we got to thinking about it, it just came down to consistency. This kid was there every single day. All right, he was very consistent, and helped us propel us to the championship. Sometimes offensive line is one of the most overlooked positions in football, but it's probably one of the most important. Those touchdowns, all those other guys get to score, they don't happen without these guys. This kid embodied like toughness, teamwork, and just growth from last year to this year. This year's Offensive Lineman of the Year is Andrew Hudson.
This year, our award winner this year is a young man that came in, very unselfish, very selfless, very unselfish person. Made a position change after week 1 to be able to help us more out on the field. And first play, ever playing defensive line, made a tackle for a loss. And this kid was able to fill in and be very unselfish and put his body on the line for his teammates, fill in however he could to help. This young man is Bryson Hayward.
The next award I'll be giving out is a Receiver of the Year award. This kid we called on last year as a 7th grader to step in at the end of the year and actually won a starting spot to finish up the season. And he came on strong this year like we expected. His overall stats were he ended up with almost 16 yards a catch, which is kind of unheard of in middle school football. And we asked a lot of him. He actually had almost 80 yards rushing on the year, and he wasn't a running back. But the Receiver of the Year is Kingston O'Hare.
So I'm giving out the Unsung Hero of the Award, Hero of the Year award, and this is for a guy who showed up every day, never was pouting, never sat out. He was always showing up ready to work, and just one of those guys that's probably not in the spotlight a ton of the time, but was huge for us, blocking on the perimeter, doing things on defense, and just really stepping up big time for us. Always took coaching the right way, and was just a positive attitude every single day. And this year's Unsung Hero goes to Gavin Cosmo.
All right, the next award is going to be called our Leadership Award. All right, this player set the standard for what it means to be a leader, not just by words, but by action. This is a kid who lifts others up, keeps the team focused, shows up with commitment, discipline, and heart every day. This young man did everything we asked. He played several different positions this season. He played receiver, quarterback, corner, and he scored a touchdown from receiver, quarterback, corner. During the playoffs, we put a lot on this young man. He had to shoulder a lot of our offense production. He had a huge game against Bremen where he had an interception that he returned 102 yards to set the tone for that game. He had a ton of running yards that game. He had a big game in the championship game, both offensively and defensively, even fight through an injury. He just earned the respect of his coaches and his teammates this year. And this year's leadership award goes to LJ Eccles.
So I'm here for the Defensive MVP award. This young man here was second on the team in tackles, second on the team in tackles for loss, second on the team in sacks, second on the team in QB hurries, and first for pass breakups. He played 3 different positions on defense. Depending on the team we played, he went strong side, the weak side. He'd go inside backer to outside backer. He was one of the smartest and toughest kids on the team. In the playoffs alone against Bremen and Haralson County, he had 20 tackles, 4 for a loss, 2 pass breakups. This kid here, I'm excited to see what he does next year at the high school level. But we've got Caleb Jennings.
The next award is for offensive MVP, and when it comes to offense, it always starts with your line has to block, obviously, to be successful. But one of the things about the guys that I coached this year on the offensive side of the backs, every one of those guys were unselfish, and they all were tremendous blockers. It didn't matter who it was; these guys could all do the job. And even from the beginning of summer workouts, that was the thing that we preached to them, where I did, was that it was going to be by committee, and all these guys were going to get touches, and we'd go with a hot hand. But these guys were very unselfish, and that's the first thing I would like to say. All these kids that I coached on the offensive side were very, very unselfish kids. The offensive MVP this year, we actually had several guys that fit in this category. That we had, 2 different people with over 500 yards each in rushing. We had another one over 300. We had some really good numbers and really good talent there. The offensive MVP is Tucker Coleman. A couple of tidbits about Tucker. First of all, Tucker ended up with 504 yards rushing, 7 TDs. He scored 2 more 2-point conversions. But probably one of the things that stood out to me as much as anything was when I spoke about the other backs having such good numbers, you could always pinpoint that their numbers came because Tucker also made the crucial block to get them out the door. He's the one that was setting the edge. Tucker's blocking ability is tremendous. Okay, his last 3 games after Wade got hurt, Tucker really became our bell cow as far as picking up yardage. Him and LJ did an awesome job. But Tucker, the last 3 games, had 100 yards against Callaway, 93 against Bremen, and 104 the very last game against Haralson County. And those were not easy yards either. Tucker, to me, improved as much as any kid I've ever seen from one year to the next, especially with his physicality. And one of the comments I'd like to make about Tucker was, he doesn't know this, but one of my good buddies that I coached with for a long time came to the game at Haralson County. He'd watched us on film all year, and he'd talk about how good, the kids look and different things. But after the game, he said, "Coach, I had no idea that number 2 was as good as he was." He said, "That kid is good." I said, "Doggone right he is." I said, "He's a dog." And I said, I can't wait to watch what he does the next couple of years in high school, because he really fools people, because he's not the biggest kid on the team, but he will hit you in the mouth every time he touches the ball, whether it's blocking or running. And I appreciate all the hard work all the guys did, but congratulations, Tucker. All right, the next two awards. Okay, this year we decided to do two MVPs. I know that's unusual, but we really didn't have a choice. We had two guys that just made huge impacts for our football team, and it just is what it is. Okay, so the first one, the impact this young man made on that he made on our team could not be measured. Okay, he was a huge part of our team, both offensively and defensively. Like a lot of the guys we said tonight, he played multiple positions. He played quarterback, he played running back, he played receiver, he played linebacker. He was one of those guys again that was there every day at practice. When the game's on the line, he'd go in there and get those tough yards, or he'd make a big play on defense. His toughness, his work ethic, and his drive set the tone for the entire team. Okay. Defensively, he had 40 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 4 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery that he took back to the 1 yard against Bowden. Offensively, he had 665 yards rushing, 215 yards passing, and 45 receiving yards. He scored 11 rushing touchdowns, threw 4 touchdowns, and caught 2 touchdown passes. And he did all that in 5 games, just 5 games. This young man broke his foot at right around halftime versus Callaway, but even after his injury, he was there every single day. He was helping his teammates learn their jobs. He was there on the sideline, holding their football, making sure it got in and out of the game, and we really, really appreciate him. Our MVP, Wade White. Our second MVP, and again, I know that goes kind of against the definition of MVP, but that was a good problem for us to have. This young man not only excelled on the field, but he also set the tone on our team in terms of leadership, just being a teammate, a competitor. He was one of the best players on the field every single week. He made tons of plays, and he had great stats, but a lot of times what he did for our team could not be measured in stats, because he would just destroy the other team's point of attack, and he would just wreck their entire offense. If you ever watched us play, teams would come up to the line of scrimmage against us and find him, and then try to run to the opposite side because he was that disruptive, and he'd still make the tackle. He had 44 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 6 QB hurries, 9 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown, and he caused 3 fumbles in the championship game by himself. All right. On offense, all those guys we were talking about running for touchdowns and all that sort of stuff, most of those touchdowns came behind him. When we needed a third down, we gave him the football. We needed to keep the drive alive, we threw him the football. He was just extremely consistent, and he's probably the overall best player in the league. MVP is Skylar Thomas.
All right, the 2025 Middle School Lady Braves finished the season 13-2 and ended up winning the West Georgia Small League Championship over Temple 3-0. I do believe the championship game summed up our team this year. We actually only had 1 hit, but it didn't matter because the girls just found a way to win. It is what they did every game. In my opinion, this group of girls were allergic to losing. There was never a day I had to ask them to work hard, and only a couple times where I had to help them refocus, but usually Lucille or Regina did this for me. They knew how to have fun, but also how to compete. From the coaches, we want to say thank you to the players and the parents for making this a great season. Everyone knows it takes a tribe to get through a season of anything, and we are lucky enough to have had the privilege of coaching this group this year. So now this year's Lady Braves Middle School softball team, please line up and stay up here. I think Kelly and Aubrey have something planned. So please come get your certificate when I say your name. Natalie Banks. Lauren Hill. Erin Martinez. Liana Bailey. Brianna Cosper. Kimberly Daniel. Aubrey Hannah. Olivia Hogan. Kimber Land. Hayden McCormick. Anne-Marie Mooney. Abby Swint. Kansas Williams. Ellie Jones. Ellie Kill. Michaela Oliver Evans. Kingsley Plus. Macy Ramirez. Bentley Searles. Kelly Skinner. Alexa Thompson. And Lydia Ballrath.
Good evening. I'm Coach Boyd. Tonight I have the honor of presenting the Leadership Award. This player led by example and showed up each day ready to get better, which not only benefited her, but motivated her fellow teammates. If she noticed others not on task, giving poor effort, or not supporting, she reminded them of our common goal, which was to win a middle school championship. No matter the day she was having, she cheered on her teammates. She played a key role in our no-fly zone outfield this year and also hit her first home run in a region game. This player is credited with beginning our team saying this season, which was to never peak. This meant that our team would not reach their best until they accomplished their goal of winning the championship, which they did. The recipient of the 2025 Brick County Middle School Softball Leadership Award is Miss Kelly Skinner.
Okay, the next award is the Coaches Award, and this player won me over in 6th grade when we were sitting in the dugout, and in between innings, I just looked at her and I asked her, "What is your favorite thing about softball?" And as quickly as she could, she just looked at me, shrugged her shoulders in typical her fashion, and said, "Coach, I just like to compete." And this perfectly sums up this young lady. She is always competing and does anything the coaches ask of her. You would never know if she was playing good or playing bad because she was always calm and just competing. This year's Coaches Award goes to Lydia Ballrath. And try not to trip under that award is actually two. So it's going to be the most improved player and the pitcher of the year. So this year's most improved and pitcher of the year should be no surprise to anyone who was around the team this year. She's probably the most improved player I've ever seen in a single year. She consistently showed up this summer with weights and also with Coach Cindy. Without her in the circle this year, there was really no telling how our season would have ended up, but I'm glad we had her in ours. She won 11 games with a 3.4 ERA and 1,000 fielding percentage. She only gave up 2 hits in the championship game. And I'm proud to give the most improved player and pitcher of the year this year to Michaela Oliver. All right, so next we have the offensive MVP. And this year's offensive MVP goes to a lady who really took a giant leap forward in her softball career. We all knew that she had it in her, and she showed it this year by being second in batting average, leading the team in doubles, triples, RBIs, and tied with home runs. We all know she's going to continue to get better and better. This year's offensive MVP is Macy Ramirez. All right, this year's defensive MVP is going to another lady who stepped up for us in a big way. At the end of the year last year, we knew we were going to need a catcher, and when we brought it up to her, she never even hesitated. Although she may never catch again after this year because she's a really, really good outfielder, she stepped up and caught for us the entire year and was one of the best in the area. She actually threw out 11 runners in 15 games and also only had 14 pass balls all year. I'm going to miss watching your vicious pump fakes with runners on. This year's defensive MVP is Ellie Kiel. All right, for the last one is this year's team MVP. And this year's team MVP goes to the overall spark plug to our team. She led our team in batting average, hits, runs scored, and stolen bases. She also had 31 assists and 12 putouts at shortstop in only 15 games. She is one of the hardest workers and fiercest competitors I've had the privilege of coaching. Remember, it's okay to be hard on yourself, but that doesn't mean we have to beat yourself up. This year's MVP goes to Miss Ellie Jones. Thank you. Next up is cheer.
Good evening. I'm Deborah Slade and Terry Phelps, and we're the middle school cheerleading coaches. First, we'd like to say we'd like to thank all the parents and all of the faculty and staff and bus driver, Tara, Story, and everybody that helped us out during the year. Our girls we're going to go ahead and we're going to do participation awards first. Lydia Hester. Holly, Austin Jenkins, Addie Kirk, Anderson Thompson, Layla Williams, Ellie Huber, Lolly Johnson, Lauren Pritchard, Annabelle Shorey, Luella Thompson, Monica Callie Aubrey, Kelsey Cagle, Mary Edwards, Hallie Fitzsimmons, Caitlin Gibson, Mackenzie Jackson, Cameron Myers, and Barbie Dakota Steiner. Give them all a big hand. They're really hard this season. Thank you. Now to start with our awards, this award goes to a girl that was always at practice, always at the games, very encouraging, and always eager to learn more. Our most dedicated award goes to Barbie Steiner. Please stand here for a picture. On the paper. Our next award goes to this girl's been with us for a while, and we've certainly enjoyed her. She has great motion placement, sharp motions, and she's very dedicated to the team. And our Great Motion Technique Award goes to Mackenzie Jackson. This year, this goes to a girl that has only been with us 1 year. This was her first year. We really enjoyed her though, and her jumps are great. She jumps with precision. She has great height, great motion control. Our Great Jumps Award goes to Hadley Fitzsimmons. Our next award goes to a girl that if she's cheering, you're going to hear it. If she's not cheering, you're going to know she's not saying anything. She uses her voice powerfully, clearly, and loudly. She's always willing to call a cheer or a chant. Our Great Voice Projection Award goes to Briella Thompson. Our next award, our co-captain, always willing to teach others. She's very reliable, and she's very funny too, and she knows how to get them in check sometimes too. This co-captain award goes to Cammie Myers. Our captain award goes to the person with strong leadership. She's always willing to help others, and she kind of leads by example. So it's not like you do this, you do that, you do that, but she's going to show you what to do. She doesn't mind helping you, and she's an all-around good girl. And our captain award goes to Kelsey Cagle. And I hope I didn't take up too much of your time because we're finished.
Give me 30 seconds, guys, I promise. Guys, thank y'all so much for coming. You're welcome to stay and take pictures with your athletes and coaches. If there's any mistakes, please see me and we'll make it right. Thank you, and go Braves.
Very good.